inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well. A first carry now. This is Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd and 2. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Gesicki hauling into quick throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Caught me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
And allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
There we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Cardinal.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Lions had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 Vikings.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
18 Randall. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of surge, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, make it a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the
A
whole
little bit.
thing.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man. It's Olave. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The gun. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll try and throw for it here. He completes it to Olave. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3.
Saints 10, Lions 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So So a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And
for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on third down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2nd and 11. Olave over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's Olave bringing in another one. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Kamara. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Locates Kamara on the out route. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Mike Gesicki, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3.
17. Lions 3. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
The kick by Lutz is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. Maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plans.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good return there, 17 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted.
20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the side. For very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw.
Olave holds it in.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And
he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
Running left is Walker.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
This one caught out wide by Landry.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mustang 19.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tighten this one up a bit now. A 1-score game at 20-13.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that would hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another drive. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Second and 5.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's going to keep this again.
They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. On the counter, here's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
22 yards. That's good for a long.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's good. For the Lions, first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Saints, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.
Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.